Hi, I'm Daphne from Daps Makeup, and I'm excited to show you what I recently bought from Sephora because they had this Sephora Rouge Celebration Event. I think we're all pretty familiar with the Sephora VIB sale that happens twice a year where you can get 10, 15, or 20% off depending on what tier you are status with Sephora. This particular event that just passed, that was just last week, I believe it was just for Rouge members, and there's no special discounts on any items, but it was a big multiplier event, and there was some special gifts or purchases that caught my attention, and I decided this is one that I really wanted to participate in. So kind of like how I do with VIB sales, instead of just purchasing once, as the week goes on, I made one big purchase, and then I made a second purchase, and then I even made a third. So let's go through them all. So one of the big reasons why I was wanted to participate is they had this gift with purchase, and I had to spend $125 to get it, but they had a phone sling bag, and I was like, wait, like a real bag? Yeah, they did. This is what the bag looked like. I showed pictures on the community post, and if you follow Instagram, especially if you're a Rouge member, you would have seen it. So if you're curious what it is it real, is it legit? Yeah. So it's a real true bag that holds your phone. I put my phone in here, and yes, it perfectly fits my phone in here. Inside there are slots so that you could put like credit card and money, so you can still fit your cash, your cards, your phone. You know, you might be able to put like a lip gloss, like a skinny long lip gloss or lipstick, and like I said, it's a legit bag. Right now I'm gonna stand up a little bit so you can kind of see. So you can wear it sling across like this. I think this is adjustable and I could make it longer. I just didn't bother to do that right now, but I was just cool for them to offer like a legit bag, not like a makeup pouch or something like that. A legit bag that I can use. So what did I do though to spend the $125? So a couple things. So yes, I spent $125 and I decided to actually use it to just restock on skincare for the first purchase. And the other big thing about the sale, like I said, it was a multiplier event. If you just added one Sephora item, your whole purchase, everything in your cart, got multiplied by 4 points. You guys know Sephora is not the best when it comes to points. Like Ulta has a better point system, but I tend to like the products better at Sephora. So it's always this big conundrum. My whole goal always with Sephora points is to get to $2,500 so I can reimburse that for a $100 gift card, and that's what I do. And I was very close already to the $2,500. So the damage that I did during this event definitely put me over. So it was definitely worth it for me. So what did I buy? Like I said, a lot of this stuff was actually things that I already love, and I just wanted to So the first item that I bought was the one size sunscreen, On Till Dawn mattifying sunscreen makeup setting spray, SPF 28. Those have been following me. I actually bought a mini version earlier this year. Clearly I loved it because I went bought another one in the full size this time. Yeah, I actually really like it. I like it better than the original formula. I prefer the spray, the smell. I don't know. I just prefer this one. And yeah, my new thing now is once I do my whole makeup look, I still use my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray because it's just more refreshing. It's more of a natural setting spray. But then I like to go on top of this to really lock in my makeup and add the sunscreen. So now, yeah, I'm extra. I use 2 setting spray and I'm actually really loving this product. Now the repurchase is LMS Cleansing Balm. This is the only thing that I use. It's hella expensive. I know there are cheaper options, but I just love how it works and I love how it feels. This year I've been trying out new scents like Fig and Black Cherry, which I have been loving. I went back to Rose, which is the scent that I normally get. I'm really hoping that Sephora starts selling the Black Cherry version because I'm really liking that. But I thought I was still willing to go back to the Rose to restock and get those points. Needed some body lotion, so I got Fenty Skin. I've gotten their lotions before and have liked it. I just thought this time in the Butter Drop body cream, I would get a new scent, and it is Guava Getaway. So actually, let me open this now with you guys, and let me get a whiff. So I'm gonna open it for the first time. This is what it looks like inside. It's very creamy, rich, moisturizing. Yeah, this is very sweet. I like the scent. I like this one a lot. Sweet, but not too sweet. Yeah, so I'm definitely gonna enjoy it. So I'm excited to start using this. Final item that allowed me to get those multiplier points was the Sephora waterproof, express waterproof makeup remover. This is what I use to remove my eye makeup. It's the best. And it's affordable. I buy this every single VIB sale. I think the only thing that's comparable to this is the Chanel version, but obviously this is a fraction of the price. So I'd rather just save my coins and just get the Sephora version. So, yep, easy. Got my multiplier points and just stocked up on all the great skincare that I already know and love. Okay, so that was my first order. So, like I said, I made that order like first thing in the morning. But there was another gift purchase that I wanted, but interestingly enough, I couldn't get it until 9 a.m. Pacific time that day. And so my first order was too early and it wasn't available, so I had to wait later in the day. But then, of course, I had to buy something else to get the purchase. It did cost me 250 of my points, and normally I do not use my Sephora points for anything else besides the 2,500. But since I had already achieved that goal with all these multiplier points, and with all the multiplier points, it's like I was just getting it all back. So for this, it was worth it to me. I've been into bag charms, and I thought it was cool that they were offering a cool bag charm. And look at this, a lipstick bag charm, and it's not small. Like, I didn't know if it was gonna be some like dinky little bag charm. No, like you could see against my head like how big this is. So this is a good size bag charm. It's weighty. It's from the company Bauble Bar. It's like a legit brand. They make all kinds of bag and phone cases, accessories that you can buy at stores like Nordstrom and things like that. So, you know, being a lover of makeup, to get this in this lipstick motif, and it's weighty, it's a good size. Yeah, I was like really excited. I just think this is just so cute. But I had to put something in my cart. I couldn't just put the charm in to get it. I had to not just give up the 250 points, but I had to make another purchase. So where the first purchase was all restock of skincare items that I like, this time I was like, let me go back to my wish list and see if there's anything that I've been wanting to get that maybe this is the time to get it. This is inexpensive because, hello, I'm into luxury makeup. I'm into bougie things, but I got the new Prada lip balm. Now, I love Prada lip balms. I have the one in the shade Maple. Especially if you are my skin tone, I recommend that to everyone. I would recommend it to you all. And even if you're not, I think that is a shade that'll work with everybody. It's just a very light tint, but it's a beautiful color, my skin tone. I love the way it feels. They got a new one, and it's an interesting shade. So it is banana. So it is yellow. Now I believe it's gonna just have a very light golden, maybe slightly shimmery color to it. It's not gonna be bright yellow. Yes, it is scented. So it's supposed to have a banana kind of scent. It is, but it is perfume scent. So I don't mind scented makeup items, but if you do, then you might not be a fan of this, but I do like it. I have not used it yet, but guess what? I will use it for the first time with you guys. There's a couple other items that I actually want to use with you. This wasn't my only other new lip item that I got, so I figure let me do it with you guys. So at the end of the video, I'm gonna do a couple of try-on items together with you. So I got this. And with that being said, if I'm gonna make a purchase, I'm gonna throw in a Sephora item so I can get those quadruple points. I got some makeup wipes, can't go wrong. So even though I traditionally love Neutrogena, Sephora is not bad at all. And to get quadruple points on all these items, it was worth it to me. And then I made one more purchase. I thought I was done, but as always, what usually happens is by the time, you know, when they have this 1 week long sales, by the time you get to that last day, you start itching and going, is there anything else I should get? Is there anything else I should get? Another content, I was just flipping on YouTube, and another content creator did this little shorts and used this item that was in my wish list when I was trying to figure out what to do in the previous purchase. I went with Prada, but then I was like, you know, let me just get this because it looked cute on her. Another guilty pleasure with this one. Don't laugh at me. I got the Fenty again. Her Smurfs duo. It has it has a gloss bomb and her lip oil. Cute packaging. I know. Cartoon Fenty, but I do like Fenty's lip products. These are colors I love, blues and purples. And hey, like I grew up with the Smurfs, so all right. So this is what comes with it. I just thought it was cute. If I'm nice, I might share with my daughter. We'll see. So on this side, you have a hydrating lip oil. So this is a lip oil, and this is in the shade Smurfberry. So this one, you know, looks all blue here. I believe it's going to be more clear. I think it might have like a very slight blue tint to it, but I think it's going to be fairly clear. You know, I know it's purple on the doe foot, but I think on the lips it's going to be clear with a slight blue tint. We will test it out to find out. It's a very sweet scent, kind of like blueberry candy scent. So if you like scents, it's a cute, fun scent. If you hate scents, you know, so be it. Then with the second one, so it has, I'm going to pull this out, a gloss bomb, but it also has a case that you can use with your gloss bombs that you can hook up to your purse. Has this cute little disco ball at the end. So I just thought this was cute. Now, in terms of the actual gloss bomb, this is in the shade Smurfette Effect. I do like the gloss bomb formula, and you already know I love blue lipsticks, lip glosses, lip balms, lipsticks. So to have it in this shade, I thought it's really cute. It has a typical sweet gloss bomb scent. So I think this is the same kind of scent if you've ever bought a gloss bomb from them. I think this is like the normal scent. But they're both sweet, but in their different ways. And if you can see the Smurfette on the packaging, has a normal FB at the top and everything, but there you go. So those are the items that I bought from the sale. And of course, every purchase, you knew I was going to throw in a Sephora item so I can get multiply points. Of course, not going to miss out on 4 times the points. So I went with skincare. I ended up getting the Sephora hydrating serum. It's a hyaluronic acid, 2% hyaluronic acid. I've been actually this year enjoying Sephora skincare. It's very affordable. So far I've been enjoying, I have their like vitamin E and C serum, I think it is. In the morning for me, it's like critically important for me. I have dry skin, so as the first thing that I do after I wash off my face is put a hyaluronic acid. My favorites have been from Neutrogena, LYS, and Good Molecules. This is a category where I don't feel you need to buy, me personally, I don't feel the need to buy luxury skincare. I love luxury makeup, but for skincare, especially just for hyaluronic acid, I think you can kind of go over drugstore kind of pricing. So I'm excited to use Sephora because actually I've been liking their others. So check out Sephora if you want skincare that is affordable. And a lot of time with Sephora, they're constantly having deals where you can get multiplier events where they'll say, hey, on Sephora items you can get 2, 3, 4 times the points. So I say take advantage whenever Sephora is doing those deals and just try their skincare items. Especially sometimes if you're making a purchase and you need something cheap just to get you to whatever amount you need for a gift for purchase or shipping or whatever, think Sephora's skincare. You can get some really affordable items that are actually good. And in terms of gift for purchases, I also actually received a Givenchy lip balm. You know, no such thing as too many lip balms, so this will be my first time trying Givenchy's lip balm. This cute little trial size. You know, deluxe size is actually a good size. Also, on a side note, you know, you always put in this couple of little freebies that they throw in there. I just want to shout out the Valentino concealer. I got one of these kind of cards. I tried out this one, which is shade DA2. I actually put that in my first purchase. I actually really liked it, so I ordered another one with my next order. I know it's just a one-time use, but I do plan, I think in the future I'm going to buy the full version. It's a creamy concealer, but it was actually really good. It kind of reminds me of the Chanel concealer, which is super expensive, the Sublimage. So this would be like, I think maybe a cheaper version of that. Also excited to try, I don't know, I've never tried Renovat Saffron Serum. I'll have to get back to you on that. And then a couple other items I won't bother to talk about, you know, those little gifts. But one more item before we get to the try-on. Now, I'm sneaking this in. Technically, I did not buy it during the Rouge Celebration Event. I bought this like a week or two prior. I recently was in Boston for vacation, family vacation, and I went into Sephora there. Now, the Sephora's in my area. There's certain luxury brands that they don't carry in store. You can buy online, but you can't really find items in store. So when I went to this Boston Sephora, I was so excited because I've seen a lot of different brands that I never got a chance to actually try, swatch in person. And one of the brands is from Valentino. This is something that had been on my wish list, on my radar, but never, actually, pulled the trigger. Went in there, had a nice sales associate. I swatched it, and she was another woman of color, and she said how much she liked it. And it was the last one in store, and I just couldn't help myself, and I bought it. It's the deepest shade that they have. You know me, and like purple tones. This is what the doe foot looks like. It is the shade. I'll write it down. It's like midnight something. I'll have it written down here. I've been using this. I will try that on with you as well. It's a pretty shade, pretty gloss. I will say, silly me, I didn't really realize when I made the purchase, but it's a lip plumper. So it's gonna have that tingling sensation. So just be aware of that. So if you're not into, because I normally am not into those kinds of lip products. I'm not a big fan of the tingling sensation. I already have full lips. I don't really need it. But, so if you're not into those kind of, beware. But if you do like lip plumpers, then actually I do think this is a really great formula and really pretty shade. So I'm going to try on the Prada, the Fenty, and this for you live here on camera so you can see these lip products on my lips. Let's get started. Okay, so I took off the Dior lip oil that I had on my lips, so I have bare lips. I'm gonna get a little bit closer so you can see all that I'm gonna apply. Everything I'm essentially applying today are essentially all lip balms, lip oils, lip glosses. So nothing, no heavy matte or full coverage lipsticks. I've been more and more into glosses these days. So I'm going to start with the lip balms and then work my way towards the tinted lip glosses. This one was a free one, but let's just start with the Givenchy just because I feel like out of all the items, I think it's just going to be a clear lip balm. This is shade 001. That's usually that kind of clear universal shade. So this should be more about how it feels, not so much about like a color. So I'm going to get closer and I'm going to apply. Uh-oh, it's breaking off. Made the mistake. I shouldn't have put the whole, put it the whole way up. But what I'll tell you, it's moisturized and clear, obviously. It gives just enough moisture. This is the kind of lip balm that I like to use like underneath like a matte lipstick when I just need just a little lip, just enough to give me some moisture that's going to be clear and I feel like won't disrupt any like colored matte lipsticks that I would use. So if I just need straight up moisture, need something, almost use it as a lip primer. I think it's nice. let's move on to Prada. I'm really excited about this one. I did even take it off, so I'm back to bare lips. Here's the Prada. Okay, gonna get closer. Let's see, does this have any kind of color to it? And do we like the color? I'm gonna make sure not to put it up too high. We don't want to break this one. This one I paid real money for. Oh yeah, it feels great. Yeah, this feels fabulous. This is a step up from Givenchy, I feel. So obviously it's gonna look essentially clear. I'm trying to see if I see any color to it. I'm not sure if on me it, I mean, maybe there's a very slight, but you know, obviously I'm like looking for color, obviously. I don't know, it might be more of a clear. I don't know. I'm not sure, you have to let me know, but I don't necessarily feel like it's giving me a yellow, golden, not much of a golden color. It feels great, so that is what I can say. I can say it smells nice, it feels great, it looks great. But yeah, just be aware because she's pricey, and so you might not feel comfortable spending a lot of money on something that's essential clear. So what I would say, if I were you, if you've never had a Prada lip balm before, go with one of the tinted colors, and I would go with the one Maple. That's just my personal favorite. It is a beautiful color, a color that actually does show up. So I think spending that kind of money, that's worth it. I'm okay with this because I go through lip balms like crazy. I love Prada. I got quadruple points on this, so it all worked out in the end. But I just wanted you to know, like, yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, there might be a slight golden shine to it. I'm probably just reading into it, but I think it's essentially clear. But yeah, I mean, it's beautiful, but don't expect, you know, any strong golden color to it. So let's keep it moving. All right, let's go with Fenty. I'm gonna start with the blue one because even though it's blue, I have a feeling it's still gonna be essentially clear. So I'm gonna open this up. Has a nice big doe foot. Smells sweet. Feels very beautiful. So let's do this. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna apply this. So this is high shine. So you can see the difference between the lip balm and the lip oil. So there we go. So this is definitely a high shine. I love the level of shine to it. Obviously it's very moisturizing. Like I said, to see any type of color, it's gonna be really hard to pick up on any kind of color to it. You know, there's no strong blue tone, you know. I'm looking in the finder to see if I can see any blue tone to this. I don't know, I'd be hard pressed to say it's blue, maybe in certain lighting. But what I'd say is high shine, moisturizing. I love it though. If anything, I wonder if it's making my lips actually look more pink. I think like I said, maybe I'm just going crazy, it's in my head. I think my lips are looking pinker than it did before, which I'm not mad about. I like this. I actually really like it. So no to blue, which actually, you know, blue is kind of a hard thing to sell. I think it's actually making my lips look pinker, like a cool tone pink, and high shine. Smells great, feels great. Okay, now we're gonna go to the purple one. I think that one is gonna have a color to it. So I'm gonna take this off. All right, we're gonna do the purple. So this is the gloss bomb. So this should provide shine, but it's probably not gonna be as shiny as the last one, but I have a feeling this is gonna bring a little bit more color. So I'm gonna get closer, and here we go. Just gonna get the camera to focus, okay. As you can see, color-wise, it's sheer color, but there's a color. You can see the purple. It's a purpley pink. And so even though I do own some purple tone balms and glosses, I don't have in this tone. I don't feel like I have a gloss in this tone. So that's why I was still willing to get this. So it's light, but there is a purpley pink tone to this. Shine. Beautiful shine, but not as shiny as the lip oil. So that's the difference between the gloss bomb and the gloss oil. in comparison. Both are really cute. I mean, I think, like I said, both of them are making, I think, my lips look pinker to me. So I don't know. Yeah, both are cute. I like them both. Yeah, love them. So I'm gonna end with the Valentino. So let me put that on next. All right, so doing the Valentino in the shade Moonlight Crush. All right, so I'm gonna get closer and let's apply. So as you can see, this is a darker purple tone to it. Now as you kind of, this top lip versus the bottom lip, you can see the purple tone to it, but then it kind of, as it melts into my lips, it can go even just more like a cool tone brown against my lips. So I like this shade. I like the tone of this. It's a very beautiful tone. It's moisturizing, has shine, but not too much shine. So I absolutely love everything about it, except I'm feeling the tingles. I can deal with it. It eventually will pass, but initially for a little while, you will feel that tingling sensation. So I'm feeling it. So that's my only pause, but that's just me. And like I said, I should know about it's something explicit with the formula. Lip plumpers, this is what they do. So that's just my fault for not reading. I didn't read what it was. But as long as you love a lip plumper, then I do recommend this, because I do feel like it's a beautiful shade and it is moisturizing. So I do like it as a product. I love this color. So I really, sometimes you gotta suffer for beauty, I guess, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I hope that was fun. You know, I just wanted to show you the items that I got, the benefit of, you know, participating in these kind of rouge events. And if you're curious about some of these lip products, now you got to see what they look like on my lips. So, as always, if you made it this far and you're not already subscribed, consider subscribing to my channel. If you aren't already following me on Instagram, consider following me there. You would have already seen this lip on my lips. I posted previously on Instagram, but so I'm usually pretty active there. But either way, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you next time when I show you whatever new items happen to come into my collection. But until then, bye!